day, everyone, from whenever you're watching this. Adana here. Welcome to the first episode of Let's Write. So, I'm really excited about today's episode. I found a really unique and interesting prompt. The prompt is: you are now the main character in the last book you read. What are you doing? So, I really liked the prompt, but it occurred to me, due with interactions with other friends, that not every writer reads as much as they write. So because of that, I decided to tweak the prompt a bit. So the prompt that we will be using for today's episode is: you are now the main character in the last book you read or story you're working on, essentially. That means that this now becomes a prompt that's really great for both people that read a lot and write, or write a lot. So let me give you some time to start setting up. Well, I set the timer for 15 minutes. Now, please feel free to listen to music. There's no sound with the timer. So whatever kind of gets you in that space, that mental space to write, please feel free to use it during the timer. Now, if you need more time to get yourself situated, please feel free to pause the video. That's the great thing about this. You can pause it while getting set up. So without further ado, let's write. Welcome back, everyone. I hope that was a really good 15 minutes of writing. And even if you didn't get a lot written, hopefully you're able to get some words down on the paper and just get that feel of writing again. So I'm going to go ahead and share what I've written. Now, for me, I did what the prompt originally was because I'm not currently working on a story. So the last book I read was Monstrous Regiment by the late Terry Pratchett. He's a satire fantasy writer, and if you're interested, go ahead and check the book out. Okay. The main character's name in the book is Polly. Polly meandered towards the inn. Fiddling with her coat, she breathed in the smells wafting through the door. Beer, stew, more beer. Well, here goes nothing. Perks! She smiled at the voice. Walking over, she leaned down and kissed the man sitting in the corner. Gasps could be heard. She smiled as she sat down. The innkeeper scurried over. Now, officer, we want no shenanigans here. What shenanigans, sir? I was just kissing my husband. Polly saw the innkeeper squint as he made out the insignia on her bright red coat. He gulped. I see, madam. I did not realize you were part of the ins and outs. Pardon my intrusion. Polly smiled as he seemed to hurtle himself away. She laughed as her husband leaned close to her and whispered, Always causing trouble by prancing around as a man, aren't you, my dear? People will make their own assumptions. I choose to live my life as I wish, whether that be dressing as a man to terrorize backward bumbling innkeepers, or curled up in front of the fire dressed in a petticoat and long dress. I will live my life as I choose. Polly looked deep into the laughing eyes of her husband and grabbed the tankard of beer and downed it. She smiled and started singing the bawdiest song she could think of. I once went out with the milkmaid's daughter. She was sour through and through. She smiled as voices started to join in. Grinning to herself, she continued to sing with those surrounding her, much to the chagrin of the innkeeper. Life was grand. So that's what I wrote. Thank you so much for joining me this episode, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Bye!